Hey guys, this is Undercover Dudes all the way from Down Under, and today we're going to be talking about one of the most insane combat arms events ever. There is multiple parts to this event, but we're going to go and start off with the most significant, the most important, and that is the fact that everybody can go and get free NX rare weapons in combat arms. Now how is Nexon doing this? For the next 6 days, from the 20th to the 26th, everybody can simply go to the rental store and rent NX rare weapons for 0 GP each. Have a look on your screen right now. There is a massive amount of NX rare weapons to go and choose from. If you want an L96A1 Super Magnum, you can go and get that. If you want a SIG 50, you can go and get that. If you want a Baron's M416 CQB, you can go and get that as well. There is a massive amount of weapons to go and choose from, and this is going to very significantly go and impact combat arms for the next 6 days. I'm going to go and talk about the repercussions of this event a little bit later on in the video, but if you guys want a review on any of these weapons, go and leave a like on this video and comment in the comment section below what weapon you want me to go and review. We also have a new 5-shot event that is live in combat arms right now. Now if you don't know what 5-shot is, it's basically bingo. You go and get a certain amount of numbers in a row and then you'll go and get a prize. Now the 5-shot for this month is okay. The main prize is a Visionary PP19 mod for permanent if you get all 25 numbers, though that is very difficult, and I don't suggest trying to go and waste your GP on it unless you have millions and millions to go and spend. The prize under it is quite obtainable. At 10 numbers, you can go and get the exclusive pass for 7 days. I personally do not like exclusive pass. I think the unlimited instant respawn is quite broken. However, you can go and get more XP, more GP, and you can go and block certain weapons from a game if you're the moderator of a room. I think that function is cool. However, the instant respawn really is a little bit broken in my opinion. Looking at the remainder of the board, the items are really not that good in my opinion. I suggest not even really trying to go for the 5-shot unless you really want the exclusive pass, and if you really want to go and get that PP19 mod and you have a ton of GP, then try to go and get that. But for most people, I suggest to go and stay right away and go and farm up your GP by using the NX rares in the rental store. Moving on to the next section, we've got a bonus pass sale. I suggest completely going and skipping this sale, especially because Nexon goes and releases 300% EXP and 300% GP passes for sale with an X very regularly in combat arms, every 1 to 2 to 3 months. And picking those up are very good for going and reining in some EXP. But these passes are definitely not worth it, especially because you get a lot of these passes from simply ranking up. The next sale is a custom series weapons sale, and I'm going to have a little bit of a rant here. I like it that Nexon went and removed customization from the game. It made weapons that were really good, borderline overpowered, and the fact they removed it from the game is a very good thing. But the fact they brought it back and you have to have an X to go and access it, it is very pay to win. And even though these weapons are honestly not that good when customized, they're only, good to great, not overpowered by any stretch of the word. The fact that you can only access it with an X, it's stupid, and I thought customization was gone, completely gone, but the fact it's back is really disheartening. But to try to go and balance this, Nexon has gone and released the M1911 MEU custom for 41k GP, and that gun is indeed permanent. But overall, this whole sale is stupid. The fact they removed customization from the game and said, okay, it's for competitive integrity, it's try to go and make the game more balanced. Then they bring it back for NX. It's completely hypocritical, and I'd really like to see Nexon just go and get rid of this sale completely because it has no point in the game. You have NX rare weapons that are hard to go and get, but the fact you're bringing back something that you completely removed about a month ago, it's completely against your own word, and I think that is really bad for the game. Moving on, we've got a few developer packages, and they're about $50 each. You get about 4 to 5 weapons, and they come out to about $10 a weapon. They are okay. I've never gone and bought them myself, but if you want to go and stock up on some permanents, it might be an okay idea. Moving on, we've got a 1-star gold weapon sale. In my opinion, all of these weapons are pretty shit, so I really would not suggest going and buying them. You can get many better weapons from the GP rental store, be it NX rare or the normal NX standards, or even the normal GP weapons. Like a G36 is better than most of the weapons listed on the sale anyway. The last little section of this event is very, very intriguing. Specialist items removed from the shop. The fact that Nexon has gone and removed miniguns, flamethrowers, med kits, med packs, everything from the shop. You can't go and buy spec items anymore. That is very, very intriguing. They bring back customization weapons, but then they remove specialist items. Specialist items at the moment were in a okay place. For Quarantine Region, maybe not so much. But for Fireteam was in a fantastic place. And Elimination, One Man Army, Search and Destroy, people weren't abusing specialist weapons. But the fact they removed them is a very, very, very weird thing. And I really want to go and hear their reasoning. They go and say they're discussing our feedback and the overall future of the specialist items. And with that, they just went and removed them. Overall, wouldn't it make more sense to go and keep them in the game so you can go and garner more feedback about the specialist items? I think this is a very backwards idea, and keeping it in the store is a good idea because I haven't heard many complaints. Maybe from the Quarantine Region community, fair enough. But for the majority of the game community, it is overwhelmingly positive that the fact that specialist items are now available to everybody. Now let's go back all the way back to the start of the video where I said that people can go and rent NX rare weapons for 0 GP each. This is a very, very significant change, and I wanted to go and voice my opinions about it. There is a first-person shooter out there, a very popular first-person shooter, well, back in the day, called Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare 2 had a balancing philosophy that every weapon in its game was very, very strong and borderline overpowered. Every weapon in that game was borderline overpowered. And the fact that everybody had overpowered weapons, the game was relatively balanced. The only really overpowered things were, Akimbo Model 1887s and One Man Army One Man Army Noob Tube. But other than that, the game was fairly balanced. This is what Nexon is going for with this event. However, Combat Arms has some really, really overpowered weapons, and looking through this list, it is going to be a very painful week if people realize they can go and stack a ton of these weapons together. We have got the classic Max's R870 MCS mod, my most hated weapon in the game besides the duels and the authors. Then we have the P90 TRSE, and guess what? The P90 TRSE custom as well, along with the Viper's P90 TR. So that's 3 P90 TR variants in the store already. And people are just going to naturally gravitate towards these overpowered weapons. Like, you've got the AR-15 double barrel as well. That's a massive, massive headache. There is a ton of really, really big guns in the game right now that everybody can go and get. But why did Nexon do it? Why did Nexon go and make this event? And why did they make it 6 days long? Let's just get into the reasons. The first reason is to go and boost player numbers. When people go and see the event on the Combat Arms website, when people go and see this video, people will go and naturally hop back on Combat Arms to go and play the game. But saying that, there is more than simply player numbers. The fact that the majority of the Combat Arms player base has not had access to these weapons, it can be a very profitable thing for Nexon, and this is probably, an idea from marketing. Basically, when people have access to these NX rare weapons, be it if they're a GP only player or a player that has gone and put NX on the game, when they go and see these weapons that they have already gone and used for a whole week, when they see them for permanent in the NX store for like $35, there's a higher probability that they're going to go and buy, simply because they've gone and used it before, and if they really, really like the weapon, then obviously they're going to go and naturally gravitate to it. As I said before with the overpowered weapons, it's the same with guns that people really like. Now, in terms of people actually buying the weapons, after this event has happened and they go and put out some sales, it really doesn't matter. The whales, the people that go and put tons of money into free-to-play games will continue to be whales and will continue to go and buy these NX rares. But I believe the rest of us that don't put too much money into the game or don't put any money at all will be, kind of smart and realize, okay, it isn't worth going and spending all this money on a free-to-play game. Personally, I'm going to go and save my money, and then I'm going to go to a concert. But overall, while this event is going, it makes absolutely no sense. There's just so many overpowered weapons to go and choose from. And I personally don't like it at all. And is it going to be fun, for a match or two? Yeah, run around with P90. Yeah, run around with a Maxes. Yeah, run around with a SIG. And yeah, it's going to be fun for the first couple matches, but then when you realize you're getting dominated yourself by these really, really powerful weapons, especially from my playtime during this patch, the AR-15 double barrel, holy moly, so many people have that gun, it is so annoying to go and verse against. I think this event would have been absolutely perfect for Nexon and for us if it was like a day or two. Like, give us a day or two of absolute chaos with NX rare weapons. Let everybody go and play with them, have a little bit of fun with the P90s, with the Maxes, with all these really overpowered weapons, and then people could go and try them out, and then later down the line you can go and put out a sale for like an ACR Black Snake, and if people want it, people can get it. And you put out a sale for a Super Magnum, and if people want it, they can get it, and they've already played with it before, and that is a-okay. But it's 6 days. It's so long, and I'm legitimately dumbfounded why Nexon made it 6 days long. Why? They had the Galil event where everybody would use really fair weapons and then go and get all these attachments. Now that's out the window because nobody's going to use the fucking Galil Ace because they've got an M416 revised Barons, some shit. I honestly do not know. They were going in the perfect direction. They removed customization. They were having a big focus on competitive integrity, and now that is all out the window for the next 6 days. Like, after the next 6 days, the game will just go back to normal, right? Because nobody's gonna have access to these really overpowered weapons. But for these 6 days, it's gonna be like the Hunger Games. It's gonna be like the Purge. It's gonna be everybody for themselves. It's gonna be just chaos, and honestly, I'm not looking forward to the next 6 days. I truly am not. It's like Nexon went and spoiled us. They gave us every NX rare possible, and they thought, oh, we're gonna go and treat our child, our player base, to, you know, a little bit of a treat. But then they just gave us everything, and that's just spoiling us. And we just take the cream of the crop, the most overpowered weapons, and we spam that for 6 days, and then we go back to normal, and nothing positive comes from it besides, you know, maybe a little bit of fun running around with these cool weapons. But again, 1 to 2 days, and that should be okay. Please, in the comment section below, tell me what you guys think about this. But other than that, it's Undercover Dudes all the way from Down Under. Out.